Hello and welcome back to Minecraft with me, DX Phoenix, and this is episode 60, guys. And what I've actually got planned for this episode is, you know how we started Wizardry last episode? Well, I kind of discovered that our power generation is somewhat lacking massively. We had actually, while running those Wizardry machines, began to run out of power. Our power generation could not keep up with that. So, I've done some quick alterations and upgrades to some of the stuff already, but it's not enough. So what I'm going to do this episode is actually start working towards a better power generation system, or at least adding in some more power generation into our little power plant room or building, and potentially in the next few episodes coming up get something a lot more powerful running. So without further ado, let's actually go over there. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, so as you can see, this energy cell is basically running on empty. Now, the reason for our power generation being so down at the moment is because we have got our ore processing mechanism machines in the basement running, and also when I do actually have the Wizardry machines running, they also take a ton of power as well. So I think we're going to need to do something, and I have actually started putting in the elevators in here finally. I've just run out of walls, so I'm letting that restock over there. So let's come down. Oh, and before I actually continue on, I have upgraded some of these dynamos up to the Signalum tier, which has allowed me to put in some upgrades. So, got a few fuel catalyzer, auxiliary transmission coils, and this thing is producing 300 RF per tick, and that is not enough. Coincidentally, these are also producing 500 per tick, but again, that also isn't enough. So I might just not be producing enough steam as well now, which can't see that. I mean, because look. So the conduit might need upgrading, which I might have to look into. But for now, oh, and also I've moved our water mills down here. But for now, as you can see, we're really close to the basement. I want to work on something to give us a little bit more power. And, not you. That is, I come into the end of IO section, will be something called nutrient distillation. So nutrient distillation, how do we get that? Well, I'm going to show you that in a moment, but I'm just going to show you when I eventually find it again. There was an item which, there we go. The zombie generator or Franken zombie generators. Both of these consume the nutrient distillation to generate even more power. Well, the Franken zombie does. So we're going to make the zombie generator. I'm going to see how it runs, and if it's not powerful enough, then we will upgrade to the Franken zombie generator. But the zombie generator is zombie electrode with quartz infused glass and electric steel. Creates that. The zombie electrode is energetic alloy, silicone, basic capacitor, zombie head, and our axe and shears in the slice and splice. Out of curiosity, let's have a look at the Franken zombie. Franken zombie. We need a soul binder, zombie soul, Z logic controller, which is built. Virtually the same way, except we swap out the capacitor for redstone and the energetic alloy with solarium. Okay. Well, what we will do then is get to work on the zombie gen. So we need to come up here. Because we are going to need to use one. Sorry, we're not going to need to use you. We're going to need to use you. So I'm going back in a moment once I've gathered all the components we need to make the Franken zombie. Sorry, not the Franken zombie. My apologies. The zombie generator, and I will bring us back when that is done. Catch you guys in just a moment. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we have the components we need. So it's the zombie head, it's the energetic alloy, basic capacitor, and the silicone. And there we have one zombie electrode. Now the next thing we need are the other components for this. So I needed electrical steel, and I'm just going to pop the another quartz in there because we do need quartz infused glass. Okay. Let's just hop out into here. There we go. There's our zombie generator. Now, zombie generator's good, except, hold on, Phoenix, you're forgetting one thing. You don't have the nutrient distillation yet. That's right, I don't. And, first of all, one thing I'm going to need is, I've decided to create it, is if I just go to nutrient distillation here, we need the vat, but the best way is literally fermented spider eye and creature heads, basically. However, we're not going down that route. We're going down the rotten flesh and mushroom route, which are still the 1.5 times modifiers. They're still reasonable. They're not the best. They're not the ×2, like the fermented spider eye and the creature heads. But they are still. But it's still a decent way, and it's fairly self-sustaining. Except, some people are wondering right away, how is the mushrooms particularly self-sustaining? Well, that is where, ladies and gentlemen, this contraption comes in, which I am building right here. Oh, interesting. You're needing red mushrooms. Not a problem. Right, for now, while we're waiting for the chance to create that, we need something called a vat. So, let's just go back to our nutrient distillation. Got the vat. Well, how do we make the vat? Fortunately, that is some more electrical steel, a cauldron, industrial machine chassis, I cannot speak today, 2 fuel tanks, dark steel ingot, and a furnace to make the vat. Okay. What I'm going to do, guys, we're going to be right back. I'm going to get all the components ready to build the vat, as well as hunt down some red mushrooms for the industrial machine that we're going to need. So, back in a moment. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and let's get this little machine built here. This is called a Spores Recreator. And I'm going to get into what this will do in a moment, but it's pretty self-explanatory by what it says. Next thing, let's get this vat made. So then, I've crafted up all of the components ready, so that is the vat now ready to go. Okay, now if I just come down to the nutrient distillation and go over to the vat, it is requiring water. So, good news for me, I've got a pipe. I just need to smack this pipe there. And we'll get some water in here. In fact, I'll get it to come up like so. Smack that. So let's do this. So I can have the vat here. And the Spores Recreator here. Yep. So I'm just thinking about some things, and I'm just going to take out that. which will become apparent in a moment. Next thing, because this is going to be down here and away from prying eyes, I have no problem with the hideous wiring. Okay. Right, so we need to use, first of all, we need to use power to create power. Some logic there. Now, the next problem is, oh wait, I need a capacitor in here. Well, where's that wireless crafting grid? It just needs a capacitor. Let's make us the best capacitor possible. While that is creating, let's get into the spores recreator. Right, this is pretty, as it sounded, self-explanatory. We want spores. Let's put spores in. Let's put some shrooms in. Ooh, why are you not working? You're not getting water for some reason. Why not? The water's not flowing in fast enough. You're not able to keep up. Oh wow. They're doing an abysmal job. Back in a moment while I work on how to just upgrade that little aqueous accumulator a moment. Right, so then. Can't upgrade the aqueous accumulators, however, I just made two more. And that is working, that is actually getting water, and what this does, it will take a mushroom and duplicate it. So it takes a spore and makes more, so this is the method in which we are going to use here. Right, so I'm going to need this item conduit here, which will lead into these. I'm just going to already insert these like so. I'm just going to get this prepped and ready for when I turn on. It's going to be round robin. So, let's say it takes this 14 out. Takes this 14 out. It'll come round. 7 will go here. 7 will go in here. So 7 will go back in. Okay. So I believe I put 29 mushrooms in here. My memory is serving me correctly. So what will happen? That 29 will become 58. Those 58 will come out. 29 will go in here. 29 will go in here. Okay. Now, as I've been figuring out that thing, I do believe our octadic capacitor has been created, which it has. Yay! Boom. This will now gain some power quite rapidly. This also speeds up the machine as well a little bit. So mushroom's going to go in here. Now it's also going to need this rotten flesh. Right, so how are we going to get the rotten flesh in there? Well, I believe we need an importer. Ooh, look at that. Importer, some cable, run out, bloody cable. Cable will not be jumped here. But what I can do is just set that up, plug that down, set up the importer, import rotten flesh only into here. And I don't want it too fast at the moment. I want to see how well this machine runs. So, cable. Maybe blue zone. That's going to be a blue zone. No, I've done that wrong. Phoenix is dirt. Nothing new. I'll have that back. Thank you very much. That's an importer we need. It's not external storage. I was looking up, wondering if we could actually upgrade using the thermal stuff, and nope. Fine. We need the exporter, which I do not have. So let's have one of those. Down. And one of those. One exporter. Coming right up. Importer can go back in there. We are. The whitelist should have clued me off. Right. Wonderful. The rotten flesh is going in. Great. So then this is telling me that the only backlog will be the mushrooms. Perfectly fine for that. Go. Looking at this. There we go. Nutrient distillation. Great. Right then, next thing I'm going to need is something I do not have on me. Yet again, there they are. Right. Can I do this? You. There. Gonna break a hole in that. I'm gonna bring you up like so. Crack that. And do that. Okay. And there is our nutrient distillation. I'm pulling it out now as that creates. I have the zombie generator, and what I'm going to do is go up there, plunk that down. Zombie generator. You notice I've done side by side, like this. So this is filling up. This also needs a capacitor. It's not a problem. And we like our expensive things. I don't have enough gold. How dare I not have enough gold? What does my gold look like? Can I make a double? No. Right. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to be right back. And at the same time as getting the capacitor sorted for this, I'm going to look at crafting the Hoogie thingy. The Franken slice. So, the Franken zombie. So, back in a moment. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. So, let's just pop this in there. And it appears to be generating some power. So that's 120. How is that doing for our gen? It's not massive, but it should be aiding us a little bit. The next thing we can always do is just check this Franken zombie. And I have already pre-created a capacitor, which I knew we would need. That does 180. So we have two Franken zombies running right now. Well, sorry, we have a zombie generator and a Franken zombie generator. Both of them running. And both generating power. I believe this is equal to RF. I am not 100% sure. I'm trying to see if there's any that tooltip that tells me. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments below. Because these machines used to run off of RF. They are just not saying one way or another. But, what's that? Enchanter. Experience obelisk. Nope, no idea. But anyway, these are running. So if that's 18, if that's 120, that's 180, that's 300. Let's see how this is going in here. It's not terrible, but it is also using power for these two down here. Okay, and you're running out of water. Okay, so that's the only thing, is the water which is slowing us down, but that is still some more power. Great. Right then, so that is us actually trying to use some Ender IO, some more Ender IO stuff, more than what we actually tend to use, just to gain just that little bit of power. And pretty much this method is self-sustaining, because if I ever turn that on, I've got zombie flesh. I've got rotten meat from this, so that's running, that's producing 720, 3 500s, a 300, whatever that tends to kick out, which immediately just gets chucked into here. So, not just to mention that, I do actually have some solar panels here as well, which are trying to generate some power. I could always improve that further. But for now, I'm afraid that's everything, guys. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please hit like. If it's been helpful and you guys are now finding out a different way of generating power in the Direwolf 20 mod pack, please share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, comment down below things you want to see me work on, or any other power generation tips you can give me. This is the power generation room, and I'd like to see a few more machines in here. I've got ideas for some, particularly the culinary generators are going to be plunked down in here at some point, because I can turn some of the food I make over at the kitchen into power. So, thank you for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.